Step number 36 for hope on the outside: retirement. So many people don't have enough to retire on when they reach retirement age. Don't let that be you. How long inside did you serve? Did it eat away at those years to earn money to put away in savings? Not to worry. You're going to start learning how to invest in stocks, penny stocks, futures, and options. Why? Because this way you can learn to take $100 and turn it into $100,000 or more in a matter of years while working a part-time or full-time job to pay your monthly bills. It's called the power of scaling and compounding interest. You invest $100, you turn it into $150. You take that $150, you turn it into $180, then $230, then $325, then $700, then $1,700. It just goes on and on. Do this for 3 to 5, 5 to 10 years, and you'll be surprised at how much you can earn. You could take $500 and turn that into $150,000 or more in the markets. But there is risk involved. You've got to know what you're doing. It's been done, and you can do it too if you apply yourself. There are folks studying and learning how to trade stocks, penny stocks, futures, and options right now on udemy.com, udemy.com, for cheap. We're talking $12, $13 a class. Get started now. Learn some of the basics. Go through third-party training groups, programs, or more. Install software that lets you play with fake money. Yeah, you can dabble in the markets, whether it's Forex, futures, options, penny stocks. You can practice with fake money. Do that for like 1 to 3 months until you get this down. And before you know it, you're making money on your own time, at home, even with your record, and you're killing it. And who knows, one day, 1 year from now, 2 years from now, 3, 5, even if you're like in your 30s, 40s, 50s, even your 60s, this is such a great way to make money because you could do it from home. You don't have to go anywhere. You can usually start with $100. If you got a little more, that's great too. Start with what you're comfortable with. You don't have to talk to anybody. There's no customer service issues. There's no heavy lifting, like at a warehouse job. Learning how to invest and make money in the markets is a valuable skill. Learn it. Take a year, take 2 years, and then guess what? Let's say you got successful and you could start making a little money to sock away for your retirement. There are other people who could learn from you. Hello, workshops. Yes, now you're going to host your own workshop and you're going to teach people what you know and what you did and how you were successful with proper disclaimers to say everybody's results are different. I'm not going to guarantee anything, but this is what I did and this is how I did it. Now you conduct a workshop, let's say once a quarter, in your hometown, or you travel to a town like Las Vegas or anywhere, and you have 50 people show up for this workshop. It's going to be a 3-day episode where, Friday night, everybody meets, networks. Saturday is the training event. Sunday is the closing training event. They've had 2 days of working with you and learning and observing and all that stuff. 50 people. They each paid $300. What's the math on that? $15,000? Sounds like you just made $15,000 in a weekend minus $3,000 to $5,000 for expenses. You got $10,000 left over. There's some more money to put into the markets to go make more money. See what I'm saying? Again, scaling and compounding. You can scale your investments to grow. You have compounding interest that also adds more money to your retirement nest egg. Anyhow, these are some ideas for you when it comes to retirement. Check it out. That's where I'm going. I'm going to go out myself. I got a number of years of working years in me. And what I'm doing is making money and stuff like that. But at some point, I might just decide, I'm going to not do this anymore. I'm just going to work a few hours a day in the markets. I've got the money. And here's the thing. If you can work your way to where, let's say a year or 2 or 3, and you've got, let's say, a sizable amount of money in the market, let's say $100,000, and you set the parameters on the software so that it goes in and it gets out at certain times that you instruct the software to do, and your risk is very low. You say, hey, I only want to risk 1%, and I only want to profit 2%. These percentages are so low, they're minuscule because you have a sizable account. Well, and I'm just talking out loud, don't hold me to this, but imagine having $100,000 or $200,000 in the account, and you're only looking for a 1% profit per day. That's it. Well, the math on that is like $1,000 or $2,000 a day. And you do that 3 days a week. You're not greedy. You just want to make $3,000 a week. Well, that's $12,000 a month. I think you're doing good. And I think that's a lot of money to go into your retirement nest egg. You know what I'm saying? All right, good. Hey, retirement. Be thinking about it on the inside so when you get to the outside, you can hit that ground running. All right.